In today's tutorial, we'll be going over documentary style camera movements. Let's go.
Brickology!
I love the documentary style camera movements when you can tell that there's a cameraman trying to keep up with the action. It just makes the video seem more real to me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's get started. Okay, here we are again in Dragonframe, and I've got a really quick little scene going on. Just the nurse talking with Kenny. What I'm doing is the nurse is going to say, I don't know, what do you think? And then the camera will pan over to Kenny and he'll say something like, I don't know, I want a fudgesicle or something. So let's see what I've got so far. I've already shot the nurse and I'm about to do the camera movement. So let's see what happens so far.
I don't know, what do you think?
And you hear Kenny's about to start talking. Now, one thing I've noticed in these documentary style shows is that the camera doesn't start panning over to the other person until you can hear them start talking, because naturally, if you're a cameraman, you're gonna turn the camera to wherever the sound is. So he's gonna start talking, and then when you hear Kenny start talking, that's when the cameraman's like, oh, someone else is talking. So they'll start panning over. So they'll probably miss the first word or couple of words that the other person is saying. So that's the style I'm going for right now. Let's match him up. So again, the nurse has already said this.
I don't know, what do you think?
And then you can hear Kenny say, and that's when the cameraman's like, oh, okay, I gotta pan over. So now we're gonna pan over. I wanna pan and do a close-up of Kenny. So again, if you've watched my other tutorial on camera movements, you'll know that all I do is start doing small movements first with the camera, because a human naturally starts slow and then speeds up. So you'll notice in the onion skinning right here you'll see the movement is very small. You keep track with where his eyes are. So I'll take a picture. And then right now, Kenny's already talking. You can see the audio waveform right here, or on the bottom of your screen here, how it lines up with the camera. So you can see right here, this is where Kenny starts talking. Oh, right here, sorry. This is where Kenny starts talking, right here. So he's already said a word, and the camera is starting to pan over again. So now the movement's a little bit bigger. Kenny's already started to say whatever he's saying. The camera movement's a little bit bigger, so let's see that. See, Kenny's already talking. And as Kenny starts coming into the frame, the cameraman will naturally want to start closing in on Kenny. And Kenny's also going to start moving his hands. So I've got 3 movements I need to do. Kenny's body movements, the close-up of the camera, and the left and right, the panning of the camera. So I'll start moving Kenny. Oh, I bumped the nurse. Let's get him back to where he was. So Kenny moves, the camera starts closing in, and the panning happens. So let's just see what this looks like so far. I'm doing everything kind of on the fly.
I think...
So the camera starts moving, you'll see Kenny, and then here's the next shot that will really start to make things make sense. So we're closing in a little bit more, panning a little bit more, and Kenny will move a little bit more. All right.
I think...
Take another picture. Camera moves a little bit more. He's going to start focusing on Kenny, so he'll end up somewhere around here. So the panning of the camera will start slowing down. The close-up will start getting a little bit more drastic. Kenny's movements are a little bit faster now. Again, closing in. The panning is slowing down. Let's see what we got.
I don't know, what do you think? I think
Yeah, that's nice. And then Closing in a little bit more. That's actually as far as my lens will go. And the panning slows down even more. And one thing you'll notice is I am not focusing the camera on Kenny. I'm leaving it out of focus. You can kind of tell he's a little out of focus there. Because again, if you think about the documentary style shows, when they pan over to somebody, they don't know where the focus is. They don't know where the person is, so the focus may be out. And they'll try to focus as they get closer, or when they finally land on the person. So
I don't know. What do you think? I think I wanna.
I think I wanna, and he's raising his hands, and I think he says fudgicle. All right. I think I want. He says fudgicle starts right here. So right here, in 1, 2, 3, 4 frames, that's when I want Kenny to start moving his hands forward to make a point. So up until then, I'm going to leave the camera where it is because I like it. But I'm going to start making this go a little bit out of focus. It's because the cameraman's trying to find the focus. And he's like, oh, it's got to go the other way. And Kenny's going to start moving forward a little bit more. So here we go. Kenny's going to start moving forward. The focusing is going to start getting a little bit better. Kenny's arm is going to go down. And so right here, fudge. That's where he says the word fudge. He's going to point with his right arm. The camera, let's see, will over focus, or if that makes sense. So he goes a little bit out of focus because the cameraman is overcompensating for his focusing. And he says, whoops, I've gone too far. Now he'll pull it back. So let's see this.
I don't know. What do you think? I think I want to fudge it.
Here we go. Now he's going to start focusing in.
Fudge it.
All right, and now Kenny's pretty much done with his words, so he's going to start lowering his hands. And the cameraman will finally find the focus on Kenny. So you see how much it helps to be able to see the audio. Make sure you record your audio first so you can see the audio waveform. And that will help you time your movements. And oh, I didn't like that. I want his body to also start moving back a little. So his hands are done and his body is a little bit more upright. And that will do it. All right. So let's extend that so we can see the end. Let's see it from the beginning.
I don't know. What do you think? I think I want a fudgesicle.
Okay, so you see how the camera is out of focus here, goes in focus, but overcompensates, then focuses back. Let's see that again.
I don't know. What do you think? I think I want a fudgesicle.
There we go.
I don't know. What do you think? I think I want a fudgesicle.
Very simple, but I find it very effective to make it seem like there's actually a cameraman working the camera.
I don't know. What do you think? I think I want a fudgesicle.
All right. So things that we did in this, we had the camera pan, had the camera close up, had the going out of focus, had the movement of Kenny while the camera is in motion. That's another little tip there. If you want to make it a little bit more realistic, have the figure moving while the camera is moving. So it's not like one movement stops and another movement begins, and then that movement stops and another movement begins. That becomes very robotic and not very fluid. Let's see this again.
I don't know. What do you think? I think I want a fudgesicle.
All right. So I hope this tutorial helped. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Let me know what else you'd like to see in the tutorial, and I will see you in the next video.